This is a Benzinga exclusive. The Bear Cave founder is backing Andrew Left, who is facing jail time here, and he hopes the Citron short seller's conviction is reversed on appeal as disclosure rules remain unclear. Now, I know one of the reasons I'm bringing this up, this is not a sob story. I'm not trying to generate sympathy for anything. We literally have folks in our group that trade some of these short reports. And I just think that anything that's kind of changing in this industry, it's worth it for us to kind of stay on top of. So let's take a quick look at what's going on here. A federal jury's criminal conviction of Citron Research founder Andrew Left has sent shockwaves through Wall Street, sparking intense debate over the future boundaries of activist short selling and independent market research. Left, who is 55, was found guilty of securities fraud on Monday after prosecutors successfully argued he manipulated markets by, quote, tweeting with one hand and trading with the other, end quote. The landmark verdict marks a shift from typical civil settlements to severe criminal penalties, leaving the research community racing to evaluate the fallout. Edwin Dorsey, founder of the prominent bearish investigative newsletter The Bear Cave, warned that legal boundaries governing public market commentary have been deeply muddied by the decision. Quote, "It's unclear what the disclosure requirements will be, and this will have a significant impact on the activist short landscape, in my opinion," end quote. That was Dorsey telling Benzinga in an exclusive statement. The case heavily scrutinized Left's practice of trading against its own public stock recommendations, raising pressing questions for financial commentators about whether they must now provide full real-time disclosures of all active positions to their audiences at all times. Despite the jury convicting Left on the lead securities fraud charge and 12 additional counts tied to specific trades, Dorsey expressed explicit solidarity with the legendary short seller as high-stakes legal battle prepares to move into the higher courts. Quote, "I support Andrew and hope this is reversed on appeal," end quote. Left, who took the usual step of testifying in his own defense during the trial, has remained defiant. Following the verdict, he took to X to highlight the specific trades scrutinized in the case, pointing out he was found guilty for recommending stocks like Tesla, TSLA, NVIDIA, and Meta back in 2018. Look at those prices then and now. In July of 2024, Left was claimed to have been manipulating more than 20 stocks. The Department of Justice alleged that he misled investors by posting upbeat commentary on social media to lift share prices and then sell it shortly after. A 25-year market veteran also failed to disclose relationships with hedge funds while presenting himself as an independent analyst. Claiming there were, quote, "no false statements," end quote, Left wrote that, quote, "we will keep fighting for free, honest speech and opportunity," end quote, and warning that the outcome could have a chilling effect on market commentators. He added, quote, "this is not over," end quote. He also faces up to 25 years in federal prison when he is sentenced on August 31st. So a couple of things here. Number one, I also hope that this doesn't really kind of change things. I am a long biased guy, but having people that do investigative short work to kind of provide a counterpoint on different theses here, I think it's extremely important. And I hope that the rules aren't changed or muddied, as mentioned here in the story, enough to kind of curtail that. Even if you take our really small example here, short seller 123 or short seller XYZ comes out with a short report on stock ABC, right? Names and stock don't matter. Stock trades down. We talk about it. We look at it. We think, this doesn't really make sense. I'm going to buy this. Stock trades back up. We take profit on that. There's a bunch of different ways that this information can be used and how it can help us and how it can help us trade. And that's not even mentioning kind of checking yourself on your own thesis and all of that. So I hope that all of that gets resolved here. That's also why often will tell you when we're trading stocks here what I have, what I don't have, what I like, and what I don't like. These rules are serious. Nobody wants to go to jail. At least nobody I know wants to go to jail. They're serious. They have to be followed. But at the same time, I just hope that the landscape doesn't change that much. Let me put it that way.